In today's video, I'll be sharing with you a spell that you may have seen 100 times on YouTube already, but still, I'm going to show it in my way because I think it's really important to show you how easy magic can actually be and how you can get a really good result with something as simple as a single candle and not have to spend hours in preparation or buy a whole bunch of tools or equipment. So yeah, I'm trying to mix this series up a little bit to give you lots of different styles of magic, lots of different ways to do it. So for this video, it's super simple. The idea is, say for example, you come home from work or you don't have work and you're stressed about money. So this is a money attraction style spell. These type of spells are best if you need money for a specific reason. So if you don't have any money at all, as we've all been through those times, and the idea of having, millions of dollars sounds fabulous, and of course it does, but this isn't the type of candle that, or type of spell that is going to work. That's what I think anyways. You can always give it a go. But these type of candles, this type of sympathetic magic is best done for amounts of money that you need at the moment, at the current moment. So like if your car registration is due and you need money for that, then okay. If you need to bring some abundance in your life or luck into your life because you're down on your luck and you need a new job, then this could be it. If you need to, whatever you need money for, but what you need to do is make sure it's your request is super clean and it's not too lofty. It's nice to have this law of attraction idea where you're going to attract, the best house, the best vacations, the best jobs, the best everything. You just have to think about it and it comes to you. But generally there's a little bit more to it than that. So over this series, I will be sharing with you different types of magic because not all magical systems are the same. Not all spell casting systems are the same. And for this type of magic, remember that just keep it simple. Keep your request to something that you actually need right now. Now, valid question that I'll get is, what if I need $1 million right now? And my answer to that is, what do you need $1 million for? And you probably have 10 different responses to that too. But let's not debate it. The point is, when it comes to this type of magic, keep it super simple. Especially like with my client's request, he wants money. He needs money right now. He's living week to week and he needs money right now for whatever he needs. So that's really what he should be asking for whatever he needs right now, like paying his rent or paying his bills or maybe paying his university tuition. He should be asking for the money to come to him for that specific task. That's what you're pushing into this symbol of you. How can you get that money to you? Is it even within your mental space to accept that this is possible for you? Something different. We'll talk about the complexities of money spells in other videos. But my client here asks for, and I'll read this out because I wanted to use this for an example. He wants, receives for himself the big money he needs to make the big life changes he needs to make to move forward with his life path ASAP on or before July 2021. So before July 2021, and it's the second week of June on today's date when I'm filming this. So in 2 weeks, he wants this little candle, this single candle, to bring big money, to make the big life changes he needs to move forward with his life plan. That's a big request. So I already know I already know the Savannah mind it's going to be a challenge for this guy. It's going to be a challenge. Are you up for the challenge? He says yes, so let's go. So I'm going to keep it super simple right now. I'm going to ask the universe to bring him the money he needs to change his life at the present time. It's a modification of what he says, but to have the biggest chance for success right now, for money to come to him right now, even if it's a smaller amount, this is what we need to do. So for this case, we're going to be using a green candle, and my client is a male. So what we'll do is we'll inscribe with an inscribing tool the client's name or his name or your name, starting at the head. You can add the date of birth. And I like to put a single word intention, like summarize what the petition is, but on these candles have one power word. An alternative is to inscribe a sigil of some type. So if it is for a money spell, maybe I inscribe the sigil of Jupiter into this candle. So for this video, I'll just be sharing that all you need to do is write your name and your date of birth, and perhaps if you want to write the petition down the front of the candle, if it's short, why not? But otherwise, just write a power word into it. So I'll write the power word here. Okay, so that's him. Next, you dress with an oil that's relevant and suitable to what your petition is. So we'll go into this in more detail in other videos, I think. But I actually have, I classify money into all different areas of what you need money for, such as, is it for gambling? Is it to get someone to pay off their debt? Is it for money drawing? Is it for money maintenance, where you're trying to hold on to the money that you have or maybe expand it? Is it for business? Is it for wealth building? And so on. So all of these oils are created from a herb that is relevant or most auspicious to that specific desire. So I'm not going to be dressing this candle with any herb at all, because the herb is already in the oil. Now, this is a money attraction oil, because really this is what this client wants. He wants to be able to attract money. He may want to receive money, but big money, but he needs to be able to be a beacon to attract that money. Now, you may notice that I am rubbing, this type of oil isn't a toxic oil, so I can put it on my hands. There's different choices here. You might want to put some in the palm of your hands, rub your hands together, and maybe just give him a good old rub down. He has a very cute butt, I must say. Try and avoid the wick, because obvious reasons, it might be difficult to light. This little candle has a space at the bottom, just an FYI. And in other lessons, I'll be teaching you how to pack that with different herbs and doing different things with it. But for your quick little money spell, that's not necessary. So maybe you don't use herb on the candle, but maybe you desire to use something like glitter. Now, I call this the Freddie Mercury effect, where everything is fabulous. But really what this is about, what some magical systems say this about, is shielding. So you're actually shielding it from any negativity or from people that could be jealous of you. And so that's not a bad idea when it comes to money magic, because you know what it's like when money starts to come towards you. Other people who could be in your social circle generally might ask for a little bit of that money themselves. And so maybe you just want to shield that from their eyes, or stop them from cursing you or giving you the evil eye and blocking your ability to receive that money. Okay, so that's it. Simple, huh? Now, did you notice that I didn't even say do it on a Thursday, do it in the hour of Jupiter, do it anything? I'm just saying you need to attract money in your life, and now is a good time. So you're just doing it right now. Now, if you have another petition that you have wrote, or maybe you wrote some poetry, or maybe you want to talk to spirit about your financial woes or needs, you may fold that petition paper and sit it under the candle, under the tray or the plate as that candle burns. Okay. Now we take a moment just to breathe in deep and focus on what we want. Clear our energy, clear our mind from the other busy thoughts that are running through it. So however long that takes for you. Maybe you want to hold like the witch's breath breathing style, where you breathe in for 4, you hold for 4, you breathe out for 4, you hold for 4. And maybe you want to do that until you're more focused on the breathing than what you are the other challenges, or if you're doing it right or anything else. But once you feel like you can focus on what you're doing and you understand why you're actually lighting this candle, now you may light the candle. Okay, so what to do now? Well, I'm going to read a little prayer from my pagan prayer book, actually. But what you could do at home, especially if you're new to candle magic, is spend this time meditating. So over the years, I've done a variety of different videos where I've done a meditation to the flame of a candle, and that is quite a powerful spell, and it's okay, and that is quite a powerful technique. The idea is that you're focusing on the flame, allowing your eyes to glaze over. You're looking at your peripheral vision while staring at the flame, and you're allowing your mind to relax, and you're thinking about the petition, the goal, or how good it would be to have that money in your life right now. What a change it would be to your life if you could pay that very large tax debt. If you could pay for your car registration right now, how that would make you feel. So you visualize that debt being paid, that money being used in the way that you really need it at this point in time. So spend some time, especially if you're wondering, what do I do when I light the candle? Just stare into the flame and really try and focus on that intention. So your mind will drift. It's just human. Unless you're one of these guru experts, even them have their moments. When your mind starts to drift, just when you remember that your mind's drifting, just pull it back and focus in on the flame. See what the flame's doing. Maybe just observing the way the flame may be dancing, may not be dancing. Maybe focus on the wax and the way it's burning. But the most important thing is that you visualize the goal, and you visualize how it makes you feel when you receive that money. You have to see it as possible, and you have to see it manifesting during this time. Now, I have a little prayer that I really love to read quite often. When I have some time, when I'm waiting for candles to burn or I'm watching candles burn, I will read different prayers from different books. And I'll share with you one now that I like to read from a pagan ritual prayer book. And this is basically a request or a prayer to Jupiter. In the later videos, I will be talking about Jupiter quite a lot, but we'll be doing more complex spells with Jupiter, and it's more of a sorcery style of magic, a little more complex, not overly hard, but we'll be calling to the energy of Jupiter to help us bring in that energy needed to manifest those bigger goals. But remember, for now, this is something that you can do when you come home, and very easy to perform. So let me read my prayer to Jupiter. Jupiter Optimus Maximus, Jupiter best and greatest, from your seat above the sky, look down to me, smell the sweet scent rising to you, hear the holy words reaching to you, answer my prayers, most holy one. Now with a money candle like this, I wouldn't just let it burn by itself. I would actually stay with the candle while the flame is alive and really understand that this candle represents you petitioning the universe for this level of abundance. So I've spent around an hour now on this candle. I've been meditating and also really focusing on the flame, pushing my will and intention into the candle and believing that the money that I'm requesting on behalf of my client is absolutely possible. And I believe my client will be able to bring this money into his life. He will be a beacon for attracting money. So I believe that 100%. So I'm sharing this with you because this is one of the keys of successful witchcraft. The practitioner's will, or some would say even your ego, needs to be extremely strong. If you don't believe this is possible, then how can you ask the universe to make it possible for you? If you have doubt, how can you ask the universe to give you that confidence and to bring you something in which you're not sure of? So use this candle as an exercise, if you like, in strengthening your will and helping you build the confidence that you need as a confident witch or spellcaster. This is really Witchcraft 101, and I'm not talking about just the candle burning, but I'm talking about the building of your spiritual muscle. This type of work, such as if you were doing yoga or any type of Eastern spiritual practice, that muscle is built over years of practice, and it's that perseverance and dedication to that practice that really helps you strengthen your will and therefore be more effective as a magical person, as a magical individual, and quite simply be a better spellcaster, be able to manifest what you want. Now, once the flame has finished, I'll simply close the spell by saying, so mote it be, and that's it. The spell is now released and you step away from your intention, your focus on that spell. The reason why you do that is because you've already released it into the universe. So you don't want to bring it back down by constantly putting more energy into it. That means it's really not finished. So just say, so mote it be, and that is it. Just throw away the wax. Now, I'm not doing divination on the wax afterwards. I'm not reading the wax, the candle flame. I'm not reading anything about this. I'm just accepting that this candle has done what it's meant to do, and I've closed off the spell. Now, it's normal to wonder about when will I get the money and what will happen next. But that level of questioning, all that doubt, doesn't do your spell any good. So it's best not to think about it at all and just get on with being more positive and being a beacon, if you want, raising your frequency and being a beacon to attract this energy that you so desire. So that really means have confidence and strengthen your will. If you're not sure if this is the first time, then do the candle again. Try the candle, probably not the same night, but do it as an exercise like you would when you're strengthening any one of your senses. So if you've tried this spell for yourself, I would really love to hear back from you. Not immediately, of course, but wait until about a month or up to 3 months before you get back in touch with me and tell me what happened in your world. What did you ask for and what changes happened? Were you able to manifest what you asked for with this very simple single figure candle spell? All right, well, that's all for tonight, but may your spell casting be auspicious. Bye for now.